Welcome to our YouTube channel dedicated to exploring the latest insights and opportunities in the world of finance and investments, with a special focus on currency revaluation, gold and silver investments, cryptocurrency, and make money online opportunities, and more. If you're interested in staying up to date on the latest developments in currency revaluation, particularly the Iraq dinar and other currencies, best to subscribe to this channel. Please note that the content on this YouTube channel is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. We are not licensed financial advisors, and the opinions expressed on this channel are based on our own research and personal experience. We strongly recommend that you do your own research and consult with a licensed financial advisor. Also, just before we go any further, this channel has a weekly giveaway of 100 Dogecoin. To enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and watch this video until the end, because if you don't, you will be automatically disqualified from the giveaway. We will be sharing the random hashtag keyword daily somewhere in the video, and then comment hashtag the keyword with no spaces in between in the comment section. Good luck! Now, let's proceed with the latest Iraq dinar news and intel today. Please take these pieces of information with a grain of salt, and please make sure to do your own due diligence. Family, before we dive into the updates, I just want to take a moment to talk to you directly. I know I haven't been posting as much lately. I've had some important personal matters to take care of, and I've also been focused on sharing more about honest money and building passive income streams, because I know a lot of us are really feeling the pinch right now. If you're in that place where making ends meet feels like a daily struggle, please know you're not alone, and don't hesitate to reach out to me via email. And here's the thing, even though I haven't been able to post, I've still been keeping an eye on the dinar news every single day. Honestly, there haven't been any major breakthroughs lately, but that's exactly why today's updates stand out. These are the kinds of moves that make me sit up and pay attention. So stick with me until the end, because after I go through the updates, I'll share my own take on what this all means for where we are in the RVRI process. All right, let's get into the updates. From Newshound/Intel Guru Mountain Goat, article, Government Advisor, linking Al-Faw port with Omani ports will enhance Iraq's regional and international standing. When we see this kind of news, we must realize Iraq is slowly chipping away at setting themselves up for huge revenue streams. Why would the WTO get involved with Iraq if not vast potential for trade? What we are waiting for now mostly is the release of the dinar back on the international currency markets, the liberalization of the dinar. This is all part of it. This is also part of piecing together the oil and gas law. From Intel Guru Bruce via Wiser Now, one of the sources is telling us we could get notified over the weekend and start next week. The other said we would be notified and start very early next week. Very early next week. Sounds like Monday to me. That's the 15th, and it may not be anything, but the 15th is when the UN operational rates are posted, go into effect, and maybe they're bringing this in to start in conjunction with operational rates. So, we'll see. From Intel Guru Frank 26, our U.S. House of Representatives floor decided to tell you, Iraq citizens, you have to stand on your own 2 feet. That means you have to use your own currency, exchange rate, and no longer the exchange rate of the American dollar. Because you have used the exchange rate of the American dollar for over 20 years, there's no way in the world you're going to accept 1310 as your future to stand on, because the whole monetary reform will simply come tumbling down. From Newshound Guru Militia Man, real effective exchange rate is off of fundamentals. It's about their natural resources, non-oil economic resources, taxation, e-signatures, ability to know your customer KYC, know you have the money, and know you're going to get paid on time. That's what it's all about. From Newshound Guru Samson, article Nassif, the U.S. Congress decision to revoke the mandates adds to the Prime Minister's successes. From Newshound Guru Claire, article Foreign Ministry, cancellation of U.S. mandate for Iraq does not include operations against ISIS. Quote, Congress's revocation of war authorizations represents a step towards strengthening the partnership with Washington and entrenching the principle of respect for sovereignty, reflecting the development of relations with the United States. From Intel Newshound Guru Mark Z via PDK. Question: is this the weekend for the RV? From Mark Z. I have some group people that think it is. Wish I knew for certain. The news was really eerily quiet this week. From Newshound Intel Guru FNU LNU, the REER still officially stands at 1300 IQD USD. The trading rate is 1310. From Intel Guru Frank 26, all these banks we're learning from, there's no more, it's a scam. They all seem to be pointing in one direction. From Newshound Intel Guru Walking Stick article, banking reform enters a decisive phase. The central bank and banks are in a race against time. Urgent. This is the signaling of the monetary reform because they are saying what they're about to do will put the CBI on the financial map. Trump is also involved here. Article, quote, pressures from the international community. That was Trump all day long. The pressure was from Trump. Before ending with few more updates, the hashtag keyword for the 100 Dogecoin giveaway is liberalization. You can be the lucky winner if you like, subscribe, and watch the main content of this video. This will be for this coming Sunday's giveaway, and the winner will be announced in one of the Sunday's videos, so you do not want to miss it. From Newshound Guru, Pimpy. Once you're ready to take your currency in, you found an exchange you like, everything goes the way you want it to, you just go deposit it directly into your bank account. From Newshound Guru Sandy Ingram. Iraq's joining the Forex market for regular trading is one of the best solutions for Iraqi dinar investors to be able to cash in our Iraqi dinar banknotes and trade, receiving the currency of their choice in profits. At least that is how we hope things will go. It looks like Iraq is headed for the Forex, but we can't be 100% sure. And finally, the last update is from Newshound Guru Militia Man. Article, quote, the U.S. Congress decision to revoke the Iraq war authorization adds to the success of Prime Minister Soudani. This important step towards strengthening national sovereignty will open new horizons and eliminating legal restrictions associated with previous mandates. Is Iraq under legal restrictions? I would suggest they have been, and they may still be or will not be in a very short period of time. Before I dive into my final analysis, let me just say this. If you're here watching and haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Because when Iraq finally pulls the trigger on this RVRI, you won't want to be scrambling to figure it out after the fact. You'll want to be ahead of it, and that's why I break this down for you every time. Alright, now that we've gone through today's updates, let me give you my take. In my opinion, there are 4 updates that stand out as huge markers right now. First, Frank 26 pointed out how the U.S. House of Representatives basically told Iraq to stand on its own 2 feet. No more leaning on the dollar, use your own currency and exchange rate. That's a major political signal. If Washington is saying this, 1310 cannot be Iraq's long-term anchor. It pushes them closer to the moment when they'll have to let the dinar stand on its own legs. Second, Militia Man drilled into the REER fundamentals. Things like Iraq's natural resources, non-oil revenues, taxation, e-signatures, and strict know-your-customer standards. That's the kind of foundation the IMF looks for before green-lighting a country to move into Article 8. And this is where I want to debunk FNU LNU's claim that the REER is still officially 1300. That's simply wrong. The nominal peg is 1300. The REER is a trade-weighted, inflation-adjusted index. And historically, IMF and CBI documents have shown Iraq's dinar is undervalued, not sitting flat at 1300. If you go back to Iraq's own feasibility studies, they modeled goods at rates over $3 to the dinar for planning purposes. So no, RER does not equal the peg. The fundamentals point to a much stronger fair value than 1300. Third, Walking Stick's update that banking reform has entered a decisive phase is exactly the signal we've been waiting for. The CBI is upgrading systems, compliance, correspondent banking, basically putting Iraq on the global financial map. You don't overhaul your banking sector at this level if you plan on staying stuck in a closed-off 1310 system. This is last-mile plumbing for international convertibility. And finally, Mountain Goat tied in something massive, the linkage of the Al-Faw Grand Port with Omani ports. This is Iraq stepping into its role as a regional trade hub, not just for oil, but for diversified flows between Asia, the Gulf, and Europe. And here's the key: WTO accession. Iraq has now completed 7 major technical files after 2 decades of delays. And why would the WTO be moving Iraq along if their currency wasn't going to be internationally tradable? WTO accession requires currency convertibility under IMF Article 8. That doesn't mean they come out at 322 tomorrow, but it does mean Iraq cannot stay locked in a non-convertible peg. WTO is basically the runway. The RVRI is the plane that has to take off for it all to work. Now let me tie this all together with the broader research. The cancellation of the old U.S. war mandate shows the world Iraq is no longer under occupation-style authority. It's a sovereign partner now, with stability still backed by U.S. cooperation against ISIS. That strengthens investor confidence and removes one of the biggest geopolitical objections. Add in the HCL and revenue-sharing framework, which stabilizes Baghdad-Kurdistan disputes, and suddenly foreign investors see predictability. The IMF's latest Article 4 confirms inflation is low, reserves are strong, and the parallel market spread is narrowing, all prerequisites for Iraq to shift into Article 8 and go international. So here's my final take. Iraq is not in someday mode anymore. They're in final prep mode. They've got the political push from the U.S., the economic fundamentals to support a higher rate, the banking reforms to execute it, and the WTO accession process demanding convertibility. The skeptics who say not ready or who confuse REER with the peg are ignoring what's right in front of us. And with Soudani's term winding down, he has every political reason to deliver this now, not kick the can years down the road. In my opinion, the peg has to go. WTO accession is the green light, and Iraq has set the table for a revaluation or reinstatement that's both credible and sustainable. And that's my final take. Moreover, we posted a breaking analysis video the other day. Iraq just made a major move toward joining the World Trade Organization by completing comprehensive technical responses, an essential step that signals a shift toward full international integration. While this might seem like a routine headline, it's actually one of the strongest signs that Iraq could be preparing to move off the program rate and take the dinar global. In this video, I'll break down how this development ties directly into the RVRI process, how it connects with IMF Article 8 compliance, and why this moment could indicate the beginning of the end for the 1300 rate. If you've been watching for the clues and waiting for confirmation that Iraq is ready, this is the update you don't want to overlook. Most people will miss the significance until it's too late. Please go ahead and check it out by clicking on the link on the top right of this video, as you don't want to miss this. Lastly, we will continue to post videos about the recent events and articles supporting the changes taking place in Iraq, so you don't want to miss them. Also, don't forget, please drop a comment below with hashtag and the keyword and let us know what you think. If you like this content and like to support this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified when new videos are uploaded. See you on the next video. Bye!